Have you ever just stopped and wondered if there's a different way to do all this, in this whole career and life thing? A way that feels a little more you? Well, today we're diving into a guide for that exact journey. And it all kicks off with one really big question.
This is the question, isn't it? It's from a top article on a blog called MyZenPath, and wow, it just gets right to the heart of a feeling so many of us have. That little voice that says the old school script for a career, it just might not be working anymore.
And look, if that first question got you thinking, I'm willing to bet these will too. That fear of not being good enough, the constant struggle for balance, trying to stay motivated. These are the things that keep us up at night. It's a huge reminder that you are definitely not the only one asking these things. So, what do we do about it?
Well, that brings us right here. This is the whole reason for this explainer. We're looking at a blog that basically acts as a compass to help us navigate these exact kinds of challenges. So let's get to know it a little better.
So this is the guy behind it all, Manish Hatwalni. And what's really important here is his background. He's not some guru on a mountaintop. He calls himself a techie from India. He's in the trenches, probably navigating the very same professional world that a lot of us are. And that makes his whole perspective feel so much more real and relatable.
So what is MyZenPath really? Well, in his own words, it's a place for ideas. It's not trying to give you one single perfect answer. It's about exploring what purpose even means and, maybe most importantly, learning from the real stories of people who are actually out there living.
And get this isn't some new project that just popped up. MyZenPath has been around since 2015. That's nearly a decade of writing, building a community, and just showing a real, genuine dedication to this whole journey of reflection.
Okay, so how does the blog actually guide you through all this? Well, it's all built around a few core pillars. Think of it like a framework, or maybe a toolkit, that you can use for your own exploration.
The whole approach really boils down to this simple but super powerful three-step process. First, you start by looking inward. Then you take that and look outward at your work. And finally, you draw inspiration from everyone else on the path. So let's break each one down.
So pillar number one, it all starts with you. It's all about self-exploration. The blog pushes you to really dig deep with things like a career interest inventory, but also to face those big, scary fears head-on, like that nagging question, what if I'm not good enough? It's all about building that foundation of just knowing who you are.
All right, so once you start to get a better handle on yourself, you can move on to the next pillar, which is all about rethinking your career. And we're not just talking about finding another job. This is about actually connecting your passion to what you do, making sure your career is ready for the future, and of course, chasing down that ever-elusive work-life balance. And this third pillar, honestly, this might be the most inspiring part. Because it's one thing to talk about big ideas, right? It's something else entirely to see them in action. This whole part of the blog is dedicated to the stories of real people making real, tangible changes.
And the magic here is just how different all the stories are. You've got someone who left an IT job to travel the world, an entrepreneur who started a health food company, a beekeeper, a dancer. It's such a powerful way to show that there isn't just one alternative path. No, there are literally millions of them.
This quote from an article called Why Fit In When You Can Shine? It just perfectly captures the whole spirit of the blog. It's this beautiful, empowering idea that's all about celebrating what makes you unique instead of trying to conform. You don't have to fit into some mold. Your weirdness, your uniqueness, that's your strength. So if there's one thing to take away from all of this, it's this. After you've read all the ideas, all the stories, all the frameworks, the point isn't to find a map to some perfect pre-made destination. The entire purpose of MyZenPath is to give you the courage and the tools to start drawing your own map.
And that leaves us with one last question, the one this whole explainer has been leading up to. It's not supposed to be an easy question, but maybe now you have a few new ways to start thinking about it. So, what's your Zen path?